Yes, 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 yes. Amen to that. She knew that it was filming day. Still running up that busted washing machine. Look at that thing. Looks like we found it in a dumpster. Alright, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the World's Worst Fishing. I'm Chris Jones, and sorry we didn't get a video out last weekend. Last weekend was a little bit of a challenge. I thought my dog was at the end of her rope, and I thought we were going to have to put her down at the beginning of this last week. Needless to say, we took her to the vet, and they said, well, she's not dying, she's just fat. So we're getting her on a weight loss program, and yeah, I was not a happy camper last weekend. So yeah, love you, Whitley, great dog. But in any event, we are back this weekend with another Popular Colors Reloaded, and this time up on the chopping block is sprayed grass. Now, years ago I did a sprayed grass video, and they turned out absolutely great. I think I got something a little bit better this time. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in. This is Popular Colors Reloaded sprayed grass. Here we go. So before we get started, got to show y'all some recent work. You know how it is. This is a 4-inch baby bass going to a customer in Canada, and we did a 4-layer laminate here. So we have dead on snow shine on the bottom. We have the 24 karat gold sort of in the middle vein, a little layer of black in there, and then a sort of green pearl top. So thought that turned out pretty nice. Yeah, baby bass. Squeezing 4 layers into the 4-inch mold can be quite a challenge, but yeah, we got lucky on those. What do y'all think? And then these are one of my favorites right here. That is Dead Shift Atmosphere, that kind of gold powder in the bottom. Then that's also the 24 karat Dead Shift in the center, and then that is Dip Your Car, ZTP on the top. So kind of combining dead shifts and hyper shifts there for a really great shad pattern. In the water, all these powders just come alive and drives the fish nuts. Definitely check out some of those effects. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the materials that you will need to do today's color build. So spray grass is essentially a charcoal with purple flake. Okay, so maybe just a few drops of black per cup of plastic or per half cup, whatever measurement you're doing. Today I think we're going to measure it out in 2 cups of each size, or of each color. But basically you need a smoked charcoal with purple, and then you need some sort of a watermelon green, again very light in saturation, with green flake. Okay, so we're just going to be using black with medium-sized purple. Okay, that's black grape flake to be very specific. And then we're going to be using watermelon 101 with some small size emerald green, okay, 0.015 hex, all right? And what's gonna take this from good sprayed grass to great sprayed grass is we're going to spike it with a little bit of highlight powder. We're gonna use a little bit of blue highlight on the purple side and green highlight on the watermelon side. That small difference takes it from a good sprayed grass to great sprayed grass. Just a little enhancement that you're not gonna find in sprayed grass from production. You're not going to see it in stores. You know, that's just a little thing that you can do as a custom bait maker at home in your garage that can set a normal color apart. So that right there is what you're going to need. So again, a good bait starts with good materials, dead on plastic, black bucket, swim bait blend, and we're just going to give that a quick little stir up just to get the resins mixed into the plasticizers. And then we will be ready for action. So I can never get my camera to focus in these buckets. But I think what we're going to do is do a little bit like last video and kind of get out a little bit of variety of molds at first. And then I'm going to show you this in an open pour situation, which I think turns out really nice. Alright, now let's do the color build. We're going to do the purple side on the right side. Alright, so we'll just start there with 8 drops. I'm used to mixing this out like 1 cup at a time, or even less. So Not exactly sure how much to do here, but that's looking pretty good. Let's do the drizzle test. Okay, we actually need a little bit more. Alright, we'll start there. We'll go ahead and get some watermelon in the watermelon side. Okay, start with that. Yeah, that's a little better. Maybe like 2 more drops. We'll stop there. I think we can stop there comfortably. All right. Now let's start on the watermelon side. I love how kind of basic this color is in terms of a color build. Yeah, we need more. But it's so pretty. It's absolutely so pretty. It reminds me a lot of like a sour grape. Just a lot of the same kind of color action going on there. That needs maybe a smidge more. You know what? I want more black. All that flake really lightens up the colors, lightens up the bases. So, okay, I'm gonna get that mixed in, get this mixed in. Okay, I think our bases are good. All right, now let's get the highlights in there. Okay, let's get some blue highlight. Not a lot. You don't really need a lot of highlight for it to have a profound effect. Okay, so there's the blue highlight on that side. Then the green highlight on the green side. Okay. And then now for the flakes. All right, here we go. Purple flake. I'm gonna add quite a bit here. It's a very flake driven color. Massively flake driven, might I add. Okay. I think that's probably good on the purple for now. And then small green. I like to use 2 different sizes of flake just for a little bit of different flake texture going on. You could obviously just do medium for both sides or small for both sides, or whatever floats your boat. There's really no wrong way to do it. But I love the look of 2 different flake sizes. Okay. We're going to get this side stirred in real well. Oh yeah. Might actually need a little bit more of the blue highlight. All right, green side. Got to really stir these highlight powders. They tend to clump up a little bit. Okay, yeah. Still got some stirring to do. I won't show you all the stirring on camera, but I definitely want more blue highlight on the blue side. It's just not quite coming out as much. I think a lot of it got stuck on the knife blade, which happens. Yeah, a lot of it's right up there, so we'll get this stirred in, and that should have much more of the effect that we want. But yeah, that right there is essentially the color build, and I think y'all are gonna really dig this one. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. I hope I don't knock all the molds over like last video. Here we go. Some of y'all might know what this mold is just by looking at it. Okay. I'm excited to see that one right there. Well, I'm excited to see all of them, but Yeah. All right, let's take a look. See how we did. Oh yeah. There it is in the rip wrap. I feel like you can't really see the color because of all the glare. My bad. Yeah. There it is. We'll go ahead and take them out. That way there's no glare in the way. The shiny inside of a mold really kind of gets in the way sometimes. Yeah. Sprayed grass. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a very natural color to me. To me, this is very bluegill-ish in a way. But it's also just pretty. Like it's a confidence color. You see that and you're like, ooh, I want to throw that. Sort of like watermelon red pearl or something. Yeah. So there it is in the rip wrap. Love how it blends the colors in the tail. It's always the extremities of a bait where a good laminate really shines. Here's one we hadn't done in a while. If I can get it open. Hold on. We'll have to get out the tail cutter for this one. But we made some tubes. Oh yeah. Look at those. Beautiful. Gotta slide them off here. Yeah. These thin parts really show off the color well. You know, you can look at the purple side and technically kind of see through to the green side and vice versa. So I think that's a really good example of a mold blending the color well. You can see how well this mold laminates. This is the AI. I believe this is called the Heartthrob tube. It's been a while since I've had to think of the name. But yeah, look at that. Wow. It's like a lollipop for fish. So yeah, anyway, gonna get those off. Yeah, once we cut the tails on these, they're gonna be looking good. Good. Yeah, really nice runner there. Maybe a little bit too dark on the charcoal side. I think if I had to do it again, I would dial that down just a smidge. I think we went a few too many drops on that. But yeah, sprayed grass tubes. All right, up next is the one and only AI lizard. Yeah, I knew the lizard was gonna look good. Lots of thin extremities for you to really see the color blended well. Look at that. Let's check that out a little closer. You can see those highlight powders in there working their magic. See that? That is why, to me, it was worth it for that extra little step. Look at this. Let's go ahead and get them off. Yeah. Beautiful. What a perfect name for this color too. Sprayed grass. And for our last injection mold, we picked another one with lots of thin extremities, lots of little legs. You guessed it, here comes the crazy hog. To me, this is just the perfect type of mold for a color like this. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. This is by far my favorite. I think it displays the color. Come on, focus for me. I think it displays the color better than the other ones. Wow. Look at that. See, now in this case, with a mold that has this much thin appendages, to me, the color was mixed up appropriately. If I had thinned out the saturation, you may not see enough contrast there and distinction. So, yeah, to me, a thin mold like this, the color worked out a little bit better than a thicker mold like the Rip Wrap. Just to show you what I'm talking about, if we just kind of look here, because there's so much body up here, it almost looks maybe a little bit too saturated. It still looks great, but to me, you just get that blending in a mold like this a little bit more. You know, if I was going to do nothing but spray grass Rip Wraps, I would probably for sure dial back the saturation on the black side and kind of go from there. Alright, so using the AI tail cutter, just cut them right there on a piece of wood with some oil. We got the tails cut on our tubes. Yeah. Spray grass tubes. Looking mighty fine. Okie doke. Let's try to get some of these worms poured. So, we are sitting at about 275 degrees. This is the 6-inch AI bot worm, and we're basically going to just run a line of this purple side first. All right, so I'll show you one. Okay, that was really bad. We'll show you another one. But what's great about the open pour version is you can stop it right there at the tail so that you have basically green tails, right? We're going to stop the purple side and basically have green tips. Okay, that was a little cleaner. Okie doke, let's fill a few of these in. Very carefully, very slowly. Hard to do this on camera, but we will do our best. What's great is that having the molds at full temperature, the plastic just kind of fills itself in nice and neat. You still have to pour with a steady hand, but the temperature will fill it in for you without any cold cracks or anything. So as you can see, we get that kind of contrast of the green tail, which again is sort of more of an open pour thing. Can't really do that with injection. The plastic's just going to go where it's going to go. But hand pouring is obviously a lot more time consuming and difficult. So there's a trade-off to everything. So we'll do one more. Yeah, there it is. All right, all cavities are filled in. Looking good, looking good. Nice and flat tops there. Again, temperature just really fills in the cavities for you. That's why it's so important to pour on a hot plate, whether it's a Walmart pancake griddle special or some other apparatus, a hibachi cooker, or the Fishing All Out plate for bait makers. If you want smooth filled in cavities, you got to do it with heat. Okay, isn't that a sight right there? I guess let's go ahead and pull one. We'll choose this one out of all of them. A 1 out of 36 here. Oh yeah, look at that. Got a really, really nice laminate there. See if we can zoom in a smidge. Really nice laminate. You can see the colors looking really good, particularly in the tail where it starts to taper. You can really see through the charcoal purple into the green. Really, really has a nice play on the color which gives it its magic. If both sides were oversaturated so much that you really couldn't see through them, it wouldn't quite have the magic that it does. That's an important thing to think about whenever you're doing color building of any kind, really. So yeah. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to zoom out and get some more out for you. We've got a lot of worms to pull here, of course. Which is all, I mean, this is the fun part. Just pulling them right out. It just feels so good. I don't know how to explain it. Just an awesome sensation pulling a bait like that. It's like unwrapping 36 Christmas presents. One right after another. Constant action. Look at that. You just get to keep unwrapping presents, one after another. Now, granted, it's the same gift every time, but it's the gift that keeps on giving. Look at this. Yeah. An amazing, amazing color. And, you know, again, the AI bot worm has just completely taken over the hand pouring community with good reason. Absolute incredible mold. Very fun to pour. I love the highlights in there. And, you know, the mold displays color so well. And it catches fish. It does it all. So, right on, right on. Alright, everybody. So, we are done with today's color build and sort of bait making tutorial. So, we have several sprayed grass examples just kind of here, there, and everywhere. Got the lizards, ribbon tails, crazy hogs there, some rip wraps, the tubes, really cool, and then the hand poured bots. Yeah, looking good. So now the question of the day: which ones were your favorite? Which mold do you think displayed the color better? And how would you maybe change my recipe if you do this at home? You know, if you're an experienced bait maker, no doubt at some point you've done a sprayed grass or a sour grape or something. Let me know in the comments below how you like to do it. Maybe you like to add some black flake to it. Maybe you, you know, spike it with some hologram flake or some color shift. Something completely different than what I'm doing. So I'm curious to hear how everybody likes their brand of sprayed grass. But in terms of just doing a reload of popular colors, you know, this is my favorite way to do sprayed grass, is to spike it with the highlights. I think it adds a whole new effect. You know, again, with most powders, you can really only appreciate it in person, but definitely play around with that idea if you're not used to doing so already. And I think you'll really, really like the results. Well, just came out here after we were done. Who put this garbage on my porch? This is blasphemy. Where did that crap come from? Jeez. Somebody's got the wrong address. They keep sending me this dead-on plastic stuff. Alright, everybody, that's going to wrap this one up. Thanks for watching today's video. Shoot me a comment down below. Let me know what color you would like to see next on Popular Colors Reloaded. It can be anything within the realm of a popular color, not some far out thing, but you know, the whole idea is to sort of revamp that series. So let me know if there's something that you really want to see. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends, and have them come join us on the soft plastic journey. We'll catch y'all in the next video.